Hello, welcome to video number 2. Today I'm here with Courtney DC, and she's one of your upline leader support as well, also my best friend and roommate. So welcome to our house in Huntington Beach, and excited to share with you today about the daily habits. So tips for you for daily habits for health. Do you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Yeah, so my name is Courtney, as she said, and I've been using essential oils just as long as Alicia and been doing the business side of it for, the last 4 years, 5 years, something like that. And I'm really, really excited to be a part of this video and share some daily habits that we get to incorporate and just to share them with you. So super excited.
Yes, it's definitely not a day goes by with us not using essential oils in this house. And when people come over, they're like, you have oils everywhere.
One, it just smells amazing, so that's a bonus.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll go ahead and share the PowerPoint. We'll get started for you. All right. So here we are with the basics and beyond, daily habits. So this is our second video in our series of 8 that we're bringing to you. Okay, so Dr. Hill is one of the founders of doTERRA, and he's been an essential oil user for I think like 40 years. And, we've been to the doTERRA convention, or I've been for at least the last 6 years in a row. And every year we get to hear him speak and train us on essential oils. If you ever watch any of the Empowered Life series on doTERRA.com, they have a lot of webinars available as well with some of the top experts on essential oils. You can learn a ton on there. You'll see him featured in many, many, many of the videos. But he is like our guru who sets the standard for essential oil use in, everybody's households and daily use. And so he created
Finally
daily habits for health, okay? And so we're just going to go through just a brief summary of a few items you can use morning, afternoon, evening, and bedtime as a foundation to really support your health. Because this is something people are like, they can get overwhelmed at first when you start using essential oils. Well, there's so many options. So here's like a really basic foundation for daily use. And then in the last video, I taught you some, protocols when issues arise, okay? And then, so this is more for daily use. All right, so morning routine is going to be apply 2 drops of balance to the bottom of your feet as soon as you awake. And that is for grounding, and Courtney's going to tell you more about that in a second. And then frankincense, 1 drop under your tongue. And for me, oh my gosh, that frankincense makes such a huge difference in my pain level because it really supports a healthy inflammatory response. And she'll tell you more about that in a second. And then the Lifelong Vitality Pack plus Terrazyme and PB Assist. Okay, so I'm going to go through each one of those for you in a little more detail right now. So this is the Lifelong Vitality Pack. It consists of 3 bottles of supplements, and these supplements combined, what I say are like anti-aging from the inside out. And, I've had hundreds and hundreds of people get on Lifelong Vitality Pack and fall in love with these supplements because they are so different than everything you're going to find on the market. They come from whole food nutrients. Okay, so that's the key here, is that they're highly absorbable, and they are a broad spectrum, so they kind of cover everything. And I know for me, I was taking so many supplements before I found doTERRA, just handfuls and all different kinds of D3 and D this and B this, and
just a cabinet full of vitamin bottles.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. And so when I found the Lifelong Vitality Pack, not only did it save me money from buying everything separately, but it worked so much better. And I had tried, tons and tons of different vitamins to deal with my pain level, and this is the first vitamin pack that actually made a difference in that. But what we find across the board after, having lots and lots of feedback testimonials, specifically from, people that I know, is most people say they have less pain, they have more energy, and they have better sleep, and they get sick a lot less. Okay, so if any of you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, this is the pack for you. So I'll go over them real quick in a little bit more detail. So the first bottle is the Microplex VMZ. This is your food nutrient complex. So this is just all your essential vitamins and minerals. And again, they come from whole food sources. So most vitamins on the market today are synthetic, and they don't absorb when they're synthetic. They just kind of go in and go back out, and you're not really getting any benefit from them. In fact, they can actually be doing damage because the synthetic vitamins they're really hard on your liver. So when you use the doTERRA vitamins, you won't have that bright yellow pea. At least I haven't noticed that, and many people have come back and shared that with me as well. I get to hear about a lot of interesting things when you're a doTERRA wellness advocate, but it's kind of fun. Mm-hmm. Nothing is too much nowadays. So the whole food nutrients are highly absorbable because they do come from plants. So your body recognizes it and can use it. All of doTERRA's vitamins also have a tummy tamer blend of ginger, peppermint, and caraway, so you don't get that nauseous feeling. So I'll kind of tell one on myself a little bit here. I'm not much of a breakfast person for breakfast, first thing when I wake up. Now, I love breakfast for brunch, lunch, dinner, but
I've tried.
I just like my coffee and my vitamins in the morning. And before doTERRA, there was no way I could have just taken vitamins on an empty stomach. But with the tummy tamer blend, it just dissolves and I feel so much more energy. They also have digestive enzymes in them. And so enzymes actually help break down the nutrients so that your body can absorb them. And that's very different. There are very few vitamins on the market today that have digestive enzymes right in them. So it's pretty cool. Love that. And then the second bottle is the XE Omega, and this is going to be your essential fatty acid complex. So not only is it the omega oils, like the fish oil that we hear so much about and so many positive research on taking fish oil, but our omega actually has 9 essential oils in there, which actually help support the immune system, the brain, cardiovascular system, circulatory system, nervous system. So very powerful blend. Also, the vitamin or the omegas actually come from land and marine sources. So it's not just fish oil. And just so you know, all of our fish oils are tested for mercury and come from sustainable sources. So that makes a huge difference. And then there's also plant-based omegas in there as well. And then the main thing that, I hear people with this one, it really makes a difference in the cardiovascular health as well as brain function. So a lot of people, they kind of have that like foggy brain, or you're just not as, sharp or quick. And when they get on Lifelong Vitality Pack, it makes a huge difference in their level to focus, to remember. And so And that's all due to this omega product. And also want to let you guys know there is a vegan formula as well. So if you don't do fish or can't do fish or choose not to do fish, there is a full plant-based formula available as well.
And then just to share something about that. So my aunt is actually allergic to fish, so she can't take the normal Lifelong Vitality Pack, but she had accidentally ordered a regular one. And she's like, well, let's try it. Okay, which is a real risk for someone that is allergic to fish. And she's had no problems. So I guess, with all of our stuff being sustainable and just a lot better quality, that may make a difference. Not saying do that at all, but I'm just showing you like the quality of the product.
Yeah, and so in the last video, I talked about certified pure therapeutic grade, which is doTERRA's standard for the essential oils and the purity and potency. All of our vitamins go through the same rigorous testing and sourcing practices as our essential oils. So you know you're getting a very, very good, clean product that's going to support the body. And the last bottle in the Lifelong Vitality Pack is the Alpha CRS. So this is your cellular vitality complex. This is the one that gives you energy, okay? So this feeds your cells. It actually helps feed the mitochondria in your cells so that it produces more energy. And, you know, some people even get so much energy from it, they can't take it at night right before you go to bed. So you're going to see in the daily protocol, you can take your second dose of your Lifelong Vitality Pack either in the afternoon, evening, or right before bed. Now for me, I take it right before bed, and that's just my habit. It's easiest for me to remember that way. But some people, it gives them too much energy, so they have to take it at breakfast and lunch, and that's okay too. But this product, it really helps reduce cellular oxidation. So if you think about rust on a car, that's due to the oxidation from, you know, the air, and our bodies actually do the same thing, and that's why we grow older. So this helps reduce cellular oxidation. That's why I said anti-aging from the inside out. There's also a lot of antioxidants. This whole bottle is just filled with antioxidants, which also helps with a healthy inflammatory response. And that's what helps people reduce pain from the inside out. And, you know, of course, you know, rub that Deep Blue on, but why not feel better from the inside out? And then, of course, healthy cell function. So we could go into hours of detail on just this one bottle, but I won't for you. But you just want to know, like, this pack has changed so many people's lives, whether it's just to manage stress, manage mood, or, you know, help you, you know, get well. This Lifelong Vitality Pack is the foundation of health. Nutrition is the foundation. And then one of the really cool things about doTERRA, when you're on the Loyalty Rewards program and you order the Lifelong Vitality Pack, either the regular pack or the vegan pack, you can customize your Lifelong Vitality, and you can add some of the other supplements at a discounted price, okay? And so there's one called Mito 2 Max, which is the energy and stamina complex. So that one gives you even more energy. It also helps support healthy adrenals, support people who are dealing with stress or overstress. Really, really wonderful product. I take that one every single day.
Heard about ashwagandha? That's really popular right now, and the Mito 2 Max has it in it. So.
Yep. Yes, it's even linked to weight loss. So hey, extra bonus. And then the second one that's an option is the Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex. So you guys have heard of the Deep Blue Oil and the Deep Blue Rub probably. It's one of our most popular products. So they came out with a supplement to also help reduce pain from the inside out. So it's a blend of turmeric and boswellia, pomegranate extract, and so it's really good for a healthy inflammatory response. And then we also just came out with a separate turmeric supplement. It's not part of this discounted price, but that one has been life-changing for so many people. And, you know, it's just great to have options. So you can try and figure out what works best for your body. And then the next two at the discounted price, these are on the daily recommendation for everybody. So Terrazyme is for digestion and metabolism. It's a digestive enzyme. So it helps you break down the foods that you're eating so you can absorb the nutrients out of them. But also, you know, as you know, we have digestive enzymes in our body, in our stomach acid, even in our saliva. But as we get older, those enzymes actually begin to reduce. And even, a young child does not have the enzymes it takes to break down a standard American diet, which is a lot of cooked foods and processed foods. Digestive enzymes are only found in raw vegetables. And if you're not eating raw vegetables with every single meal, hi, me, you gotta have your Terrazyme with every single meal so that you can help break down that food. Because if your body is using all the enzymes it has to just deal with digesting food, you can't use the enzymes to support any of the other bodily functions. So enzymes, I kind of think of as like, if you think of like a fire and a flint, where they're like the fire starter, that's what enzymes do. And they ignite your metabolism, all kinds of detox functions, even nervous system, even brain function. I mean, all kinds of things you use enzymes for. So it's all going to digestion. You don't have any left for all those other wonderful things the enzymes can do. And again, I could tell you an hour about that, but I won't.
Yeah. I just heard recently that someone went to Mexico and took Terrazyme with them, and they ate it with every single meal. Because when you travel, you're typically going to get sick. You're eating things that aren't normal, especially if you're eating in another culture.
Yes.
So taking Terrazyme with every meal while you're traveling can definitely help you avoid that. I know when I went to Bali, I was definitely on top of all of my oils and everything.
Same thing. When I went to Guatemala, I was like every meal. And I also took an On Guard with every meal. But anyways, maybe we'll do another video for you on how to travel with essential oils, because that is also our specialty. All right. So the last one here is the PB Assist. And it looks like my PowerPoint's a little cut off, but it's a prebiotic and a probiotic. And the really, really neat thing about the doTERRA probiotic is it's double wall encapsulated. So that means instead of opening up in the stomach and most of the probiotic being eaten up by the stomach acid, it actually passes through into the intestines, goes to the gut where you really, really need those good bacteria, that good probiotic. So I've had, tremendous success with this myself in, healing my gut issues, and so many other people as well. And we're going to go more into detail on that on one of the other episodes of our series as well. All right, turn it over to Courtney.
All right, so daily, starting with balance. So Alicia did mention applying 2 drops of doTERRA Balance to your feet. So what's amazing about Balance is it's a grounding blend. So I don't know about you, but I wake up in the morning completely not inspired to get up. So this is an amazing oil to have on your nightstand. It has a ton of trees and amazing, like I can't even think of all of them right now. That's what's in Balance.
There's whole wood and frankincense, blue tansy.
So lots of grounding essential oils. So it's really going to like ground you and relax you. Another thing I like to do is, since I have my diffuser next to my bed and my oil, is to also diffuse it while I'm getting ready. So not only just putting on my feet, but also diffusing every morning as well is something that I love to do.
And this was actually one of the very first oils I got from doTERRA. And at that time, I was like super stressed out when I was introduced to doTERRA, just all the time, like, and like having to deal with like difficult conversations. And I remember I would just put a drop, behind my ears, under my chin, breathe it in, and it was magic. I've never experienced anything like it in my life. And so this will always be one of my favorite foundation oils. But I have a question for you. So why do we put essential oils on the bottom of our feet?
Are you asking me? No. I don't know. Why?
Well, because the bottom of your feet has many, many nerve endings as well as blood vessel endings. So that's why we put it on the bottom of your feet. Plus, it's the grounding blend. So it helps you ground to the earth and brings that sense of peace throughout your entire body. So,
and another thing about what's great about the feet and applying to your feet is not a lot of guys want to walk around smelling like essential oils all day long. So this is great because then they get to put their socks on and move on for the day.
yeah.
So it's a
Or,
good one. Or you.
if it's an oil you don't like the smell of so much,
Yeah.
you get to just,
Yeah.
put the socks and shoes on.
All right, awesome. Frankincense. So if you've heard about frankincense, it's in the Bible. It's everywhere. It's the number one essential oil that people probably know about besides peppermint and lavender, right? And what's great about putting this into your daily is applying it or dropping it right underneath your tongue. I like to do it morning and evening, but it's amazing for cellular health, healthy brain, and it's just amazing. And it's, again, grounding. It's the boswellia tree. And yeah,
it actually raises your frequency level in your body. Like, every organism vibrates at a certain level, and frankincense is one of the highest vibrations on the planet. And so when you take frankincense, you're elevating your vibration. And they say that disease can't live in a high vibration. So I don't know if there's scientific proof on that, but I definitely feel it. I feel the difference. So it's just a wonderful oil to incorporate into your daily routine.
All right. And then we're going to throw a couple diffusing recipes in here. So Citrus Bliss and Balance. So Citrus Bliss is an invigorating blend, so it's very uplifting. And then Balance, which is a grounding blend. I love to actually diffuse these at work. I work in a chiropractor office as well, and it's just an amazing blend to walk into for the patients to kind of ground them and get them centered for their appointments.
Citrus Bliss is a blend of all your citrus oils.
Yeah.
Tangerine, lemon, lime, clementine, and with a dash of vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
So it just smells so good.
Yes. It's like candy. So another thing is throughout the day. So Elevation, Cheer, Motivate, and Wild Orange, they all have citrus oils in them, and they're all very uplifting in their own ways. Wild Orange is orange, right? So that's going to be just a simple orange. It's amazing. It's so uplifting. And Motivate is our encouraging blend. The Motivate and Cheer are inside of our emotional series, which we're definitely going to talk about that in a couple days. So I won't say much about that. But Elevation, I think Elevation was probably one of my top 5 oils when I first started getting into them. It's a joyful blend. It's definitely one that I like to diffuse at work as well throughout the day as it kind of starts to drag on. That is probably one of my favorite. I love to apply it to my wrist. I did make it into a roller ball at one point just to always have it with me, rolling on my wrist, on the back of my neck, and just breathing it in. Total game changer when I started to implement that every single day.
Mm-hmm. And you'll find your favorites.
Yeah.
Like, my favorite is not her favorite. Mm-hmm. And then you also will go through phases. Yes. Like, you'll just be obsessed with Elevation for like 3, 4, 5, 6 months. And then all of a sudden you're like, nope, now it's Motivate.
Yep.
And it's just so fun to be able to support your body and smell so good.
Mm-hmm. Again, throughout the day. So I am definitely, this is something I need to work on, and it is a habit, is drinking water a lot throughout the day. We drink a lot of coffee throughout the day, but putting in essential oils, I think Alicia had touched on it as well in the last video about if you are drinking essential oils, make sure that they're in a glass or a steel container for them. But it's fun. But what's another great thing is you can start to kind of mix things up. You can do like tangerine and grapefruit or lime and lemon. And another really awesome thing is if you're into sparkling water, and if you're cutting out soda or anything like that, you can actually put these essential oils into it to flavor it, spice it up a little bit for you, because water can get a little boring. So
yeah. And they're also really good for supporting. Oh, yes. It's not just for flavor, which the flavor is awesome, but it's also good for supporting healthy liver function, kidney, gallbladder, bladder, and they're very, very high in limonene. That's the chemical constituent in all of the citrus oils that's really high in. So it's very good for boosting your mood as well as the detoxing practices, and they actually help your liver to produce more glutathione. And again, I won't go into too much detail on that, but glutathione really helps support the body in so many different functions. So it's pretty cool to take these every single day. It makes a huge difference.
Energizing blend. So this is lime and spearmint. Spearmint is so good. If you like peppermint, then you're gonna love spearmint. I know my dad is like rooting for like spearmint beadlets and everything. So this is good. I also really like to put spearmint with eucalyptus. That's another really good one for throughout the day.
There's so many diffuser blends. We just gave you like just a couple to get you started. And
and then this one, Balance Emotions blend, peppermint, bergamot, and grapefruit, again with the peppermint being very uplifting and awakening, and then with the citrus.
Yeah, so you can mix up any of your mint and citrus. That's like such a good go-to for during the daytime throughout your day.
And you can also put peppermint and wild orange inside of a roller and use it that way too, which is really great. All right, so evening routine. We mentioned earlier that the Lifelong Vitality Pack, you kind of want to see where it's good for you to take it, and whether it's in the afternoon, the evening, or bedtime. I'm the same way. Right before bed, I like to take it. It doesn't affect my sleep or anything. And then Terrazyme, again, adding that in. And then also adding in On Guard, the Protective Blend soft gels. And if you don't have the soft gels, you can take empty veggie caps and make them yourself, which is super easy to do. But this is gonna be good if you're dealing with germs all day, or kids, or you're a teacher, or just daily life, and really doing that healthy immune system, supporting that healthy immune system daily.
Definitely.
Oh, all right. Bedtime.
My favorite.
Routine. I don't know about you, but I look forward to this moment every single day. So Serenity. Oh, if you don't have Serenity, you need to get it. Serenity is our restful complex. So it's full of herbs and essential oils. It has L-theanine.
Yes.
I remembered it. And so do I know what to say about it? Not really. But if you want to just mention about that real quick.
L-theanine is an amazing herb that's been widely used, widely studied for use for sleep. It actually does really support the liver as well, but it's really, really good for sleep. And so I love taking 2 soft gels right before I go to bed, because I don't know about you, but I've got like, my mind's like that. As soon as I lay down to sleep, it's like, oh my gosh, like, why did I say that one thing to that one person like 10 years ago? And now I'm thinking about it again. And so that this complex has been such a game changer for people. And I can't live without it. When I run out, I'm like, oh no.
And luckily, doTERRA did create where you can get the Serenity soft gels and the essential oil together, which is an amazing little
there's like a little sleep deal.
And then in your diffuser, putting Serenity and cedarwood. So I'll put a couple drops of each inside of the diffuser and a couple drops on my pulse points. Breathe in everything just to get that whole just a whole calming effect that those 2 oils have. And also we like to manage our pain and everything as we go to bed as well. So Deep Blue, you're gonna hear us talking about Deep Blue every single video probably, because it's like one of the #1 oils to use. So, you know, applying this wherever you have any discomfort. Mine might be like my lower back just from sitting all day, or maybe my feet or something like that. Applying Past Tense. Now, Past Tense is our tension blend. It is amazing. So if you have any headaches or things like that, just from the day, it's great to apply it to the back of your neck and breathe it in. It's got peppermint, wintergreen, lavender. It's amazing. And then also Copaiba. I had to add this into this because this is a game changer, and it has been a game changer for me. we could probably talk about this for a full 45 minutes. Definitely. Just all on its own. I mean, convention, they had like literally hours of conversation.
Science behind Copaiba.
We'll talk more about that later, but this has been a game changer for my headaches and discomfort and tension. I won't go into a ton of detail about it, but this has helped me. I'm not taking, a lot of things because of it. So anyways, It's amazing. If you have any pain and discomfort, you can put a couple drops underneath your tongue as well as apply topically with your Deep Blue Rub. And doing it internally has made a difference for me. It is part of my bedtime routine where I'll do the same thing like the frankincense, couple drops underneath the tongue, and you're good to go.
I like to do frankincense in the morning and copaiba at night.
Yeah.
And copaiba, again, we could definitely do a full hour on that as well, but it has the same chemical constituents in it as the CBD oil, except it's like way, way, way stronger and way more affordable. So I absolutely love this oil for anyone with pain, stress, anyone dealing with, severe stress, anything like that. Really makes a huge difference for people. So, come talk to us, learn more about the copaiba and see if it can make a difference for you.
Yeah, we have so much information that we can share with you, or just to have a conversation, because it's honestly one of the best oils that doTERRA has brought to us.
I literally showed her the PowerPoint. She's like, where's copaiba in this PowerPoint? I was like, we gotta add it. You're right. So awesome. Let's see. And then the last thing is best sleep ever. Oh my gosh. This is my most favorite recipe for sleep. Vetiver, it comes from a root, so it's super duper grounding. Bergamot is very good for soothing emotional support. The cedarwood, also very grounding. It's like, dude, that stuff knocks you out. Vetiver and cedarwood, like, knock out
I need
status.
to use them a lot more.
And then Serenity is, obviously the restful blend, and you mix those combined. Oh, so good. The
Good
best
night.
sleep. And I like to put that in a roller ball too. So I'll probably do triple this recipe in a 10 milliliter bottle. And that's what I use for sleep. And it just works so good. You can even turn it into a pillow spray like we talked on the last one. So wink, wink.
Oh,
hint,
yeah.
hint,
Another
good
really
stuff.
good tip is frankincense. I just read recently people making like a face mist with frankincense and water. So adding that to your daily routine as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So wanted to share with you more about the Loyalty Rewards program, so you guys can really get all the free product and, everything doTERRA has to offer, because it is the smartest way to buy. So when you get on the Loyalty Rewards program, it is a monthly order that you can edit and change. So you get different stuff every single month. You pick what you want to order. Now, definitely you're going to want your vitamins every single month, your Lifelong Vitality pack. But then there'll be other things that you don't need every single month. So you can kind of switch those out and restock and get your Deep Blue Rub every other month or whatever. And when you start on the Loyalty Rewards program, you do start at 10% back in points, but you can work your way up to 30% back in points. So every 3 months, you go up 5% in points, and then every single month, you always get your shipping back in points as well. So it ends up essentially being free shipping, because you can use those points to cash them in for free product. And I'm gonna go over the product, the point value. Okay, so when you're looking at your products on doTERRA.com or in the product guide, you'll see everything says PV. What is PV? It means product value. Okay, so usually the oils, if you buy a bottle of oil for $20, it's 20 PV. Okay, but some of the other things aren't one-to-one. And like your Lifelong Vitality pack, or maybe your laundry detergent, they're a little bit less PV than the dollar amount. Okay, so whenever you're looking at any promotions from doTERRA, you always want to go by the PV amount, not the dollar amount. Okay, and everybody learns that the hard way at least once. But you know what? doTERRA is so great. Their customer service, like if you put in, sometimes we do 200 PV promo months, where if you order 200, you get a free thing that's usually around, $60 to $100. And if you put in 195 PV order and call doTERRA, usually they'll be like, okay, we'll just ship you the free thing. Or they'll say, okay, make an additional 5 PV order and we'll ship you the free thing, whatever it is. So never be afraid to call doTERRA. Their customer service is
amazing,
extraordinary.
If you're lost packages and they sent them,
they just reship it. The packet, you say the package is lost, they just reship it. Something comes broken in your package, call, they'll reship it. So extraordinary customer service. If by chance you get doTERRA is growing at such a like crazy rate. If you do get a newer person that maybe doesn't give you the answer you want to hear, call back. Just say, oh, thanks for your help, bye, and call back. You'll get someone else that'll get it done like that. I've had that happen every once in a while. Okay, but when you're on the loyalty rewards program, to stay in the program, you just have to order at least 1 PV per month. Okay, so whether that's 1 lip balm, 1 toothpaste, 1, bottle of lemon, or it doesn't have to be, anything elaborate. You just have to order at least 1 thing to stay in the program. Now, in order to earn points and move up the percentage ladder, you have to do at least 50 PV. Okay, and that's super easy if you're taking our supplements and really incorporating them into your daily life, no problem. And then to qualify to receive income, if you upgrade to be a wellness advocate instead of just being a wholesale customer, then you would need to do 100 PV to qualify to receive your income. And then to get the free product of the month, you would need to do 125 PV by the 15th of the month to get that free product. So every single month we have a different free product of the month. It's usually ranges from about $10 to $20 is the value. And so if you do 125 PV between the 1st and 15th, you will get that free product of the month, and it's 1 per account, okay, just so you know. And so what I meant with the 50 PV here is, so for the first 1 to 3 months, you get 10% back in points. 4 to 6 months, you get 15% back in points. 7 to 9 months, 20%. 10 to 12 months, 25%. And after a year, you get 30% back in points. So say 1 month you don't make that 50 PV order, you only order a bottle of toothpaste and it's 5 PV, then you just won't move up a level, but you won't ever go back down, okay? As long as you don't cancel your order, you'll never go back down, and you'll always keep moving up to the next level. Okay, so I did some math, you guys, percentages, everything, all right? And if you were to order that 125 PV order every single month for your first year in doTERRA, that you would get 262 points back. Plus, if you chose the $7 shipping option, which is your UPS, which is the fastest, safest way to get your oils, there is a cheaper shipping option as well, but that comes post office, and so sometimes it takes a day or 2 or 3 or 4 longer, depending where you live. You get 7 points back in shipping, plus your free product of the month, which I just averaged it kind of low, around $12 per month. You would get $490 and 50 cents free for your first year, just for ordering your essential oils, your supplements. And the next call is going to be, our video is going to be about healthy home and body. So we're going to share with you about doTERRA's body care line, skin care line, spa care line, cleaning care line, like all the things that you already buy at the grocery store or Walmart or Amazon. You can get it right there in your doTERRA wellness box every single month. You can get points back, and they're clean products that are scented with doTERRA in not synthetic fragrance and chemicals. So we're going to go way more into detail on that next video. Can't wait to be with you again. Let's stop the share. And just want to say thank you again for being with us. And thanks for being on with us today, Courtney.
It was good.
We're going to have lots of guest hosts as we go. So that way you guys don't get sick of me. Okay. All right. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. Bye.